Alright, I need to make an announcement. I am quitting Dead by Daylight.
You what?
Bruh, you actually think I'd quit Dead by Daylight? I'm here to talk about why people are quitting Dead by Daylight. I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube of people quitting, and I want to get my input on this. I've been playing Dead by Daylight since Clown got released, so a lot of years. I can confidently say that old DBD was a lot more fun. Some of my personal favorite things that were in the game back then, which was old Dead Hard, I half understand why they nerfed it, because it would make chases go on for just a extreme amount of time. But the plays you could do with old Dead Hard were just amazing. Like dead harding over trapper traps, or dead harding to save your teammate on a pallet, or dead harding through the killer to get flashlight saves. Some of them took skill, so it's kind of sad that that's gone away. Another thing that I really miss about old Dead by Daylight is the old movement system. I don't know what it was, but the old movement system felt very like freeing and very mobile, and it was just really satisfying to do 360s with the old movement. Now it's just weird, and I feel like you honestly move slower than you did before. And another thing I absolutely miss, and I was very butthurt when they removed it, was I used to be a demo main when I played Killer, which was barely at all. And my favorite thing to do as demo is get up high somewhere and then leap across the whole map. But they've been putting in invisible walls everywhere on the map, so you can't do that anymore. You just bump and hit your head, and it's really sad. I miss flying across the map and jump scaring the survivors, or flying billies. That's not a thing. So the fun things in the game have been kind of getting removed. If you look at old DBD and you look at new DBD, they're very different. They've removed a lot of the fun things from the game. Another thing that's been probably relevant is the back and forth with like killers just running gen fuck perks and then survivors just running gen build perks. It's just back and forth. There's nothing new. There's nothing being changed. It's just that. And I rarely see anyone else using any different perks. It's just gen perks. My favorite thing about the game as a survivor main is to loop and run killers. And I don't know what it is. I think ever since Night coming out, it's been the killer smacks you and runs away. There's no chasing. It's just they smack you, they run away. They proc to the gens, they 3-gen if they want to do that. At a point in my life, I was only playing DBD for videos. I was not playing it in my alone time at all. I guess I wasn't burnt out of the game because I still love the game, but it felt stale. Recently, my friend got me back into it, and now all I do is want to play it, and I was playing it in my free time, and I was enjoying it. DBD, at this point, right now is super stale. That's why they try to spice things up by adding in new game modes. Because they're not permanent, it's just a small taste of something, and then it goes away. And it's back to the same old stale DBD. I've seen, I think, more DBD YouTubers now more than ever quit, which is interesting. Especially a lot of the older, the OG DBD YouTubers. They're just gone. You have no Monto, you don't have no Noob, and they didn't even announce that they were technically quitting DBD. They just stopped. Probably because the game is feeling stale and boring, and it's not the same game that it used to be anymore. As a content creator, you have to do this as your job. You get to a point where this game feels more like a chore to play than it does fun, and I play other games. That's why I have a whole second channel dedicated to other games, so I can take a break off DBD once in a while and then go back to it. I get burnt out of it sometimes, but it's not to the point of I think about quitting or I permanently quit. And I'm probably never gonna quit until the game dies, because I do love DBD a lot. And The Unknown, I gotta say, that chapter, man, they really pulled through with that. I do think they need to add basically a playlist. Like Rainbow Six Siege, for example, has a arcade playlist where you can play different game modes. And I think DBD needs to do that. I kind of also feel like they haven't done that because maybe they're too scared that people aren't going to play their base game anymore. I don't think that's true. People just need a break from the base game and need to play some side thing. My Little Oni came out, and I only played like 2 games of it, which I'm kind of sad about that because I wish I played more. But that was so much fun because it was something new and crazy and absurd. That's why when Nicolas Cage came into the game, it felt fun because it's kind of stupid and it's absurd that you have Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. So I think that they need to add a playlist that keeps some of these game modes in the game, and maybe they can interchange it in and out once in a while, kind of like an Overwatch arcade mode where they interchange their game modes every week or something, just so we have some freshness. And then they have to work on their base game. The game modes can be whatever. They can be unbalanced, and that's the point of them. They're unbalanced. And it being unbalanced, for some reason, makes DBD more fun. Like, old DBD was completely unbalanced. You have Nurse with like 6 blinks. You have Huntress with like 10 insta-down hatchets. You had double pallet loops. You had instant vaults. You had Sabo hooks that would take 180 seconds to come back. And for some reason, the game being unbalanced and broken was just more fun to play. So I think 3 core things that'll help the game now is they add in more game modes and keep them in there permanently, or interchange them out like a weekly basis thing. They need to keep the things that were fun in the game back then still in the game. And I'm not saying the completely broken stuff. I mean just the minor fun things that weren't completely game-changing and didn't really change anything about the gameplay. And they really need to incentivize chasing, because I think that's what people like in the game. They don't like the proxy gens because it's boring gameplay. The chasing part is what makes DBD fun. So that's my opinion. This is where I stand on this. And I honestly feel bad for all the DBD YouTubers that quit because they couldn't handle the game anymore. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next Dead by Daylight video.